Hello guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, it's an interesting day. This is a brand new day, brand new time for us on the farm. I personally am going to be trying something that we have never done before. And I can't wait to get into it. I'll explain it in a little bit, but we're just heading up to the farm. It's Sunday afternoon. We just got done with church and we're heading up to the farm. I got some wheat to go get loaded up. If you guys remember in this video, I explained it a little bit more, but well, we won't spoil the suspense. I'm gonna go grab the flatbed, load up some wheat, and head down to my field. Our beans here to the left, you can clearly tell which ones were our later planted beans and which ones weren't. It's kind of neat how that works. And our corn's really coming along. I mean, we've had 90-degree temps these last couple of days. It's already 87 degrees out right now, and we're just past noon. So I mean, stuff is really drying down. Honestly, my 2-week guess 4 days ago, probably gonna be spot on, if not even a little bit late. We might be picking beans in a week or so. We'll just have to see, I guess. So I had a wedding yesterday. I was not able to come help these guys chop. They definitely got some done. Not near as much as they were expecting, I'm guessing, but they did get quite a bit chopped. Oh yeah, they got quite a bit chopped. Yeah, they got all that done, so they did quite a bit. Oh, all right, let's go. Get the flatbed and get moving. So here's our spare tires we use for chopper boxes. Gonna get these suckers off. A little heavy. Grab some 5-gallon buckets just in case I need them. Okay, here's what I'm gonna grab. The wheat is in that bag there. Go move the skid loader out of the way and probably just figure out how to open this guy up. Yeah, see all the wheat's down in there. So probably just go ahead and grab it with the forks and set it on there, I think. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay, gotta load it up. Let's head down. The flatbed pickup is not here, so I had to use this guy. It's okay. Well, we got the wheat in the back. Let's head to the field. Okay, here's the unit. We got a local kid that started a drone business 2 years ago, and he's slowly growing it. And we're gonna use him to broadcast our wheat. It's gonna be basically essentially that corner of the field down to us, all the way over this northeast corner right now. Good? Yep. Well, there it goes. Spreading our field, spreading our wheat. Looks like he's doing like a 20-foot pass. Yeah, about that, because his left rotor is right on my sprayer track. My sprayer track is right about 45 feet to that left tire. That's about right. Trying something new today. Spreading some wheat down on our standing beans. It's kind of cool. using a DJI drone. So you might be wondering, what the heck's a drone doing out in my field? Well, spreading down some wheat before these beans fully drop their leaves. Thought is, might get it to grow. Worst case scenario, it's a cover crop, but best case scenario, if it looks good, we'll actually take it to seed. So we're using a drone to spread our wheat. Pretty cool, and it's spreading. That's actually really cool. Fill it, spread it out, fill it again, rinse and repeat. Almost done. Well, let's walk out there and take a look. So like I said, we are spreading wheat as a cover crop down, but what I mean by that is a cover crop is essentially something that is growing in the soil throughout the off season, throughout the winter time and whatnot. If I get it sprouted, that gets stuff growing, so that way I can keep my soil in place, because soybean stubble, there's not a lot of root structure down there, that if I have something growing, that'll kind of help prevent erosion and whatnot. So there's some wheat scattered about, so that's what I want to see. Wheat. Got wheat everywhere. So my goal is, like I said, we have it down. Hopefully we get a rain here in the next 1 to 2 weeks. First, even these beans out so we can harvest it in 2 weeks, but also incorporate that wheat in. Get it raining, get it germinated. That's what I want to see. So we'll put our cover crop on, and I'll make a decision sometime late or early next year in 2026 whether I'll terminate the cover crop. So I'll basically, you know, kill it right before I plant corn in here next year, or this chunk right here, I might take it to wheat seed, harvest it in June, and then call it good, and then plant soybeans after that. I'm going to put cover crop on all my farms, so I'll explain that a little bit later, but that's what we're trying to do here. Nice. So I wanted to get out here a little bit sooner than this, maybe a week sooner, but just couldn't make it work out schedule-wise. I wanted to get out here before all these leaves started dropping. If all the beans looked like this, that'd be perfect, but you can kind of see I got spots where leaves are already gone. It is what it is, mainly just because I want to get the wheat seed down on the bare dirt before the leaves drop and kind of protect it, because if a wheat seed is sitting on a leaf, if rain happens, it's not going to really germinate as well as if it was sitting on bare dirt. So yeah, that's what we're trying. But looking at these beans, they're getting close. Getting dang close. Like I said, I'm ballparking 2 weeks. Maybe less than that now. Especially if we get a rain, it'll knock a lot of these dead leaves off, or like the yellowing leaves off. Then we'll be perfect. And just like that, we're done. That was fun. Thank you, Wilson Ag Innovations, for coming out and doing this. If you guys ever need any spreading or application work with a drone, give these guys a call. They're in Eastern Iowa, based out of Miles, and they'll go a couple hours each way. Oh yeah. Well, that was actually pretty easy. Got that done in an hour and a half. I love it. Now we're gonna head back, and I don't know if we're gonna chop. Patch chopper ran out of AC, so that's pretty miserable in there. I don't know if we'll chop or what we'll do. Well, there we are. First crop of cover crop, or first batch of cover crop, is down. Did a little experiment. Curious to see how it'll turn out. Well, we just replaced the or patched the tire on the chopper truck. It was rolling flat. Now I think we're gonna get chopping. Try to get dang close to finishing up that pile. At least get as close as we can. Like I said, I don't think we'll finish it today just because it's so stinking hot out. It's 95 degrees out, with no AC in that cab. Ooh, it's gonna be miserable. We're just finishing that up. Now I'm gonna go out and go look at how much is left out here. Essentially how many passes we'll have between this chunk or in this chunk right there. So this chunk right here is greener. We'll finish the pit with that just because you want it to be a little bit wetter so it'll pack down nicely. So I'm just gonna count how many passes are left. 18 loads there left. I said 18 and a half, so either I miscounted or we definitely cut the row wrong. That's okay. We got quite a bit done, so we're gonna chop the rest of this, and we got 18 loads left there. Sweet. Gonna move this thing out of the way, pull up the chopper, get things ready to go, and then we're gonna try and pick another 20 to 30 loads. Backing her out. I bet you'll make it. Hold this thing up to the shop, check her over. Kurt's gonna pull his tractor out and probably blow out the radiator because it's getting pretty dusty. Then we'll get ready to go. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna go grab that full wagon out there, hook onto it, and go dump it. There we are. Okay. Got a lot chopped here. Almost 100 acres, I guess. For sure we'll be over 100 acres today. So now I'll back up, block that hitch in. Always good to back up out of your, there we go, out of your hole it was sitting in. Now I'll drive back to my compaction zone because we ran the entire length of this field kind of about right there, so we'll go do that. First load coming in. Those guys have just got the chopper ready to go. And there's our sweet bed and arm mower. Gonna have a video on that tomorrow. I'll have the guys coming down to show us how to use it. First load coming in. So I'm dumping right now. Curtis is guiding me. We're basically building our ramp out. What I mean by that is he's building out a nice long runway so I can drive down the pile. So we'll build it out and then I can kind of make a nice U-turn. There you can kind of see it's nice and built up. So now I'm going to start driving down it. Might even take one load down the silage pile just to kind of help make a nice crown. There's our ramp. So that's what I'm going to drive down here, probably starting, probably my first load. So here's what we're going to go do. We're going to leave this for the combine and that for the combine because it's pretty dry, like really dry. So we're just going to leave it and we're going to open up this next field here below Marvin's. It looks a little bit greener, so we're going to open that field up and get going. So that's what Pat's doing. I'm going to follow him and I'll unhook this wagon. We'll do the wagon swap at some point because he definitely won't be able to make it all the way around. At least we hope not, if it's good yielding stuff. And then Nathan will go catch him along the waterway and go down this way and we'll spin around. That's the plan. Let's get chopping. Harvest is here. So this field we started planting going along the waterway. So you can kind of see he had to chop her a little bit, back up, cut around, chop a little bit, back up, cut around, because these rows actually angle this way and our corn head, we're trying to go that way to open the field up. So it's not perfect, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, this stuff is getting dry too. Probably about perfect. Yeah, there's dust kicking there, so it's either 25 or 30%, I would guess. And you know it's under 20% when it's a cloud of dust, you can't even see anything. You definitely don't want to be chopping when it's like that. Neighbor's beans look pretty good though. Nice and even. Kind of hoping for a rain, because a nice rain would kick off these dead leaves that are brown and whatnot. It'll help kick those leaves off and really even out the plants. Makes it easier for combining for sure. So we'll basically go along here, go along there, and along the far side, and we'll switch wagons about like that. Put corn in through here. That wagon's already half full already. Pretty impressive. Just cutting our way around, picking our way around. We're not cutting corn, we pick corn around here. Want to see something cool? See how these beans are all green within 3 feet of this corn? Because they were shaded out. In the afternoon sun, what's the heat of the day, your sun angle's like this. So it's blocking these beans. That's why your first, couple feet or so are still green. Now that we got this chopped off, these things will start drying down a lot quicker. Neighbor's got a lot of good beans. Nice and laid over, which means they're got their 90 bushel lean. Stole that from Mr. Trippy Farmer. But essentially when the beans get so big, the stems are small enough they can't hold it, so they start to lean over. That's a good thing. Makes it better to combine, but that means you got plenty of weight. Oh yeah, this stuff is drying down nice too. Did have our rep come out, our seed rep, take a look at that field we were just at. Let's just say we were above 250 as the yield check. Not bad, we're pretty happy with that. Especially because I didn't get any fungicide. And this stuff, a lot of tar spot. Definitely ended early, but we didn't have any fungicide on this field either. But the stock health is pretty decent. Things feel like cannonballs. Let's go ahead and grab an ear. That's a good one. Grabbed a random ear. Let's open it up, see what we're looking at. Very long, but filled out all the way to the end, which is good. Thick. A black layer. Tell that because you got black there. And no more milk line. 18 around, so that's pretty good. 18 by 35. 18 by 35, that's pretty good. That's got to be well north of 250. If all of our ears are like this. Awesome. Throw that in there and that'll be going our feed pile, no problem. Yeah, we've been pretty blessed so far. I still don't think the yields will be as high as last year, but you never know. He must be full because he's backing up, and I know if he goes much farther, we're going to be in some steep side hills and we won't be able to switch. I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to switch right now. Actually, we're just going to do this. It's like switch like this. Okay, kind of see my tractor's kind of off in the weeds. That's okay. Got a nice waterway here. I was able to back in there. So we'll get hooked onto this wagon now that she's full. Alright. Need to come through and cut out some of these trees. They're getting pretty bad. Going through and scraping the chopper, but we're getting it. That's an off-season project. It's kind of nice we're getting some of this corn out early. Means we can set our combines, get some corn stalk bales made, hopefully. All good things. Got some burr cucumber or something in here. Kind of a pain in the neck because it's all viney. We got her. a cucumber looking at it, but it's not anything good. I'm just getting showered with dust. That's okay, at least I'll go back to the AC. Oh, not bad. It's kind of a bear. Look at how thick that stuff is. Jeez. Not much yield around there, that's for sure. Hey, you can't even see that outer row. Need to come along with the side-by-side sprayer next year and spray it. Okay, Pat's just dropping the wagon in the middle of the pass, and he'll either drive all the way to the other end and do these outer 2 rows, or I'm not sure what he'll do. Find out, but either way, we're gonna leave that wagon there, and he's gonna chop into Nathan now. Now we're gonna start becoming more efficient. Don't have to mess with the wagons, but it's so much easier than opening up fields as opposed to driving behind them and shooting all the dust right over the radiators and really clogging them up. Ah, that's what he's doing. He stopped at that pass. So he'll finish going Nathan down and back, then down. Time to get her moving. Look at the frame of that wagon flexing. Load number 3 for today. Rolling now. I'm surprised that horn works, to be honest with you guys. This would be the last full day of chopping our stuff. We got maybe 30 more loads to do. Probably won't get it all done today because it's hot as heck and the chopper doesn't have any AC. You don't need that. It's only 95 degrees. And then we got 30 more loads, probably do most of them today and then 10 more tomorrow and call it good, and then we're done chopping for us for the year. We got probably a good 2 weeks worth of custom work to do. But honestly guys, we'll be combining here. Now look at that corn, it's about dead. Might be combining maybe next weekend, we'll see. Going good though. Chopper's running real well minus the AC. No one's really affected besides Pat. I don't know if I ever really explained what I'm driving. So, or what we're all driving. So you guys know we're running a New Holland FR 9060 forage harvester, 2010-ish model. About 4,000 hours on her now. But we also have a Sterling semi-truck with like 250,000 miles on it. We've owned this truck for about 7 years or so now. It's got a Meyer chopper box on the back. Then we have 3 Meyer chopper wagons. I'm pulling one with our Magnum 120 loader tractor. And when we run silage, we'll run another chopper box, usually on the 190 or the 8050 New Holland. But we don't need to run, we only need to run 2 boxes in earlage because your tons an hour that you're putting out is a lot less than silage, because you're only taking in the ear husks and that stuff like that, where in silage you're taking in the entire plant, so double the plant mass basically. Now it's my turn to shine. Woo! A little bumpy. She's full. Let's get her going. Now we're switching it up. I'm gonna go up this hill and drive down it. That'll help Kurt, instead of having to push all this weight uphill, and now he can push it downhill. It's just be easier. She's nice and steep. Then we got a good old ramp that we built, or that Kurt built, I should say. So I'll use that to kind of smooth out that side, more or less just kind of fill in. Whee! That was a lot of fun. It's the first time running this with our new concrete, by the way. We've never chopped without being concrete, and it makes it so much easier. Cool. That made that easier because we didn't have to worry about a gravel dirt path. But new upgrades on the farm have really paid off. Because that was a bear when we had to really make that corner tight. and that was gravel. And now we can actually make sure it's cleaned up too. Okay. Now I gotta race all the way around and be facing east on that south side. Shoot, and I remember planting this field. They'll be back in this video. This is the first field we planted. Started it at night. Got about half the field done at night. Then came back the next morning and hammered down. And I remember that because Pat starts by going around this way of the field. And I remember he had to stop about right back there, lift up and get over some. Why, I don't know, I just remember him doing that. Oh, because we had to check, we checked depth or spacing or seed tubes or something. Kind of the fun thing about farming, it's a new season every single year and you get to really see the fruits of your labor. Put in all the sweat equity and hard work, late night, long hours. Now we're reaping the reward with some high quality cattle feed, some Iowa corn-fed beef. Yeah, so Pat was waiting for a little bit, but I really can't drive much faster. 13 mile an hour through this field is, it's not bad, but you hit some rough spots and it's bouncy, bouncy, bouncy like that. So Nate, he wasn't waiting for too long, but he was waiting for a little bit. Just kind of nature of the business. If we had 2 chopper trucks, wouldn't have to wait at all. It also would be harder because Kurt would have to push more, so there's pros and cons to each. Yeah, he was only waiting for a little bit. Okay, well we made it to these angled rows, so now we gotta stop, drive all the way to the end, whip around, and get right again, because like I said, the silage head, you can cut in any different direction, but because we got a corn head on, you gotta cut in the right direction. Pick. There's no cutting corn route. You gotta pick in the right direction. You gotta stay with the rows, because if you don't, you're just gonna start knocking over more corn than what it's worth. So that's what you always want to try and stay with the rows. So I'll spin around here and get set up. Imagine doing this stuff in open cab tractors, 95-degree day, dust and stuff everywhere. Granted, back then with open cab tractors, they didn't actually chop on the go. They had covered wagons, kind of like these, but a little bit smaller, with roofs on them, and they basically just chopped into them, and every time you got full, you just switched wagons out. So not apples to apples, but I still can't imagine that. We've chopped with open station tractors before. Basically just stuck a 1066 or something on this. It's not fun, and you got to do it in a pinch, and you got to do it on flat ground, because yeah, that's too much weight for that tractor. Dumping. Perfect timing, because he is full. Ooh, we just blew a tire. Well, we had the sidewall of a tire just explode. Shot air and stuff 20 feet to the right. Glad I was not near that. It's the tire they were just fixing and working on. Ah, that sucks. I gotta love old equipment. Just never know. It's that back left dual, the inner one. That's what blew. So he'll just limp it home. That thing's done for the day. Ah, gotta love it when things explode. Makes it interesting. So I literally just turned the camera off, drove up right to it, and all of a sudden I just heard a boom! And a big rush of air shot out to the right. I've never been that close to a tire blowout before. That thing was loud, scared the crap out of me. Wish I would have been filming. Oh well. So this will probably be the last one of the night then. I mean, it's Sunday, we're not gonna work too late today. Gotta get that tire fixed. We do have other wagons we could hook onto that Nathan might go do, but I have a feeling we'll probably just get that tire fixed and call it good. Finish up tomorrow. Just kidding, Nathan's like, F it, we're sending it. Fine by me. I really want to get this done tomorrow. This will be the earliest we've ever got done chopping on our farm by weeks. We've never been this early before, and I am okay with it. It gives us time to focus on other things. Pat will go off and chop for other people, and we'll get our harvest equipment ready to go. Jumping. For that GoPro still recording. Okay, hard to tell. Just gonna go check and make sure this gate closed. Yep, we're good. Just want to double check that. Good old pile. Kurt's gonna start pushing, and GoPro still going. Nice. So he just pushes it down off the hill. Like I said, it's much easier for him to push downhill than him to push uphill. Sweet. That blade's been a heck of an addition for us. Found it used for, I think, 13 or 14,000. Not putting as full of a load on them, because we're running with only 9 tires instead of 10. Oh well. Oh wow. I've done a couple rows. Whew. Lost a couple rows. Gotta always be on your toes when you're doing under rows. That's because you gotta stay 2 rows away from this corn head. It's kind of hard to do when you don't know when you're gonna lose rows, gain rows, etc. It's got a latch, like right there, I'm gonna lose a rope. You gotta jump over a rope. So fun. Last one of the night, probably. All right, I'm guessing that's the last one. I'm not sure. I don't see Nathan coming back, but again, he's got a blown tire. So we'll see if Pat swings his spout in. If he doesn't, that means I'm gonna dump and come back. Oh, almost got her stuck. That was not fun. Basically, I had too much weight. I had to climb the hill, and I got as far as I could, but couldn't get very much. I still had some more to crest. But the problem is I had to dump off half my load before I could start moving, and I was stuck and buried. That was not fun. We're just gonna be about done taking this thing down. Well, I don't see Nathan. I don't know where he ran off to. But I'm gonna drop this wagon here. I'm gonna grab that other full one and dump that for Curtis. We're all done for the night, so I dropped my wagon. We'll grab the other wagon. Ah, the chopper truck's at the shop. That makes sense. I think I'm gonna rip that tire off and I'll get that thing patched up today, or at least get it started tonight. Well, we're all done. I'm gonna grab that other wagon that's back the waterway here and call our day. Take this hitch up until it locks on that block, and I'll go dump this unit. So how it locks in. Good enough. Shut this guy up because it's hot and dusty out. Millennial, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, you'll get to see how steep this is, both getting up here. Oh my goodness. Power hopping, not enough weight. Now I gotta hit this thing hard because I don't know if last time I couldn't climb it. That time I hit it with a lot more speed and I was able to make it up. Don't know if you guys could see much. Apologize for that if you couldn't. So now we're just dumping her. All done for the day. Kurt's gonna keep shaping. Yeah, it was good enough. Oop, I think I just got kicked out. Yep, I'm in neutral. Nice. So I'm just gonna walk around to this wagon. I thought I saw the chain going like that on this side, so I'm gonna make sure the sprocket's still good. Yeah, sprocket's still there. That's good. We are locked in. Good deal. We'll call it a night. I'm gonna run this guy tomorrow. Looking forward to it because this is a unit. Curtis was just walking the cows, and we just got a bonus calf. One of the heifers that didn't think were bred somehow got bred, and she just popped out a calf in the feed yard. It's actually it's a fun it's a happy coincidence when that happens. We obviously don't want that to happen, but when it happens, I mean, there's $1,200 just dropped on the ground, because calves right now, even newborns, are going for well over 1,000. Because cattle prices is just a lot. So, hey, I mean, that's a happy bonus. Well, so now we get to separate that calf and cow, sort it out, so we can go take care of it. So I'm gonna go grab the skid loader so that way no one gets hurt, because you never know when a new mom, how it's gonna react. That was fun. Got a bonus calf. Now see this big pile of silage? It was bothering me, so I'm gonna pick it up. Look at your baby kitties. Hi kitty kitty. Hi kitty kitty kitty. A lot of cats around here. Okay, we're done for the evening. Believe we'll be back up tomorrow to finish up. Get about 20 loads left. So we'll fix the chopper truck and a few other things in the morning. I'll be up in the afternoon after work. Like I said, I got to work full day tomorrow. But I'll be up afterwards. We'll take a look at that mower. Got some guys coming from ATX or Bednar to actually help get that mower set up. And yeah, and then we'll finish up chopping. And then Pat's got a couple jobs next week, so he'll be gone all week. Nathan will have to go a couple days with that for sure. And then Curtis and I are basically just going to be prepping harvest stuff, getting grain carts out, getting combines out. Got a lot to do, and we might even have a surprise for down below the road. We already harvested. Might bale it all and put wheat in there. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, I gotta head out, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, take care, take it easy, stay safe, and as always, ta-ta for now. So what I mean by all the concrete, all this was gravel last year. Concreted all, looks really nice. Makes it much easier to come down this guy. But looks like we're done coming down, because it's gonna be too steep. So now I basically back in as far as I can, unload, and Curtis pushes it to the edge. So we have 40 loads of silage, and we have 80 loads of earlage in there right now, so you can kind of see about double. We'll even put some more on next year. And we're not gonna do any high moisture corn this year, because we still got half that bunker left. Okay, now I'm heading out. See you guys.